Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast.
Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
what's happening?
Welcome
man?
to the podcast.
Hi, how
Just
are you?
us today.
I enjoy it.
Beautiful rainy day, dude.
Yeah, it's
I've been
so
really
nice out there.
loving this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. Today's my only day off for a while, and so today when we get done with this, and I got a couple other things to run around and do, I'm gonna go home and get as high as I possibly can. I woke up giggling about it, just like I'm gonna get stoned. Like I haven't gotten stoned in years and years and years.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And just get goofy,
Just
man.
goofy, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, good for you,
I'm
man.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
That's
Stop
nice.
and get some good stuff, and
Get some snacks.
it's so
some
much
fixins.
easier. It is so much easier, and it's just nice to be able to just go get weed.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you
Yeah.
kind of caught some of it. Well, no, you definitely.
I definitely
you were,
had, yeah.
and you were
Yeah.
one of those guys. It was probably a pain in the ass to get weed from. But buying weed forever was such a fucking nightmare.
It was a
man.
nightmare, yeah.
Especially if you wanted to get good stuff.
Totally.
You know, and it's nice to just go, you know what, I haven't been by this dispensary. Let's
Yeah.
go check it out. And then you
Yeah.
get the discounts and the free pre-roll and all the shit, man. It's fun.
You do forget about the chase of trying to get weed. You know what I mean?
Nightmare, man.
It just, I mean, for me, when I was selling it, I mean, I would meet you if I was out and about, but 99% of the time it was coming to my house. And I have kids there, and I don't need you to hang out. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like the guy that wanted to trap you and fucking hang out with you and show you this shit or whatever. I mean, if it was a good friend, maybe they'd come over and bullshit for a while, but I was like, later.
Yeah.
you know, but the chase, like before, dude, just before it was like the fucking few people that sold weed, you know, they'd be, yeah, dude, I'll meet you in an hour.
Yeah.
3 hours later, fucking barely had a cell phone to even hope to get a hold of somebody.
They
You
are
know what I mean?
potheads.
They're potheads themselves.
So
yeah.
they're potheads without jobs. They're selling weed. So you already know the kind of person that's involved in this shit, and it's not somebody that's self-motivated.
Yeah.
They're you know at all. So it is you know.
Yeah.
And your generation kind of has an idea of what it's like to really chase something
Sure.
as far as the weed
We're the
stuff
last
goes.
generation, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
but you guys think you understand how infuriating and how intolerable and frustrating it was to try to find anything other than dirt weed.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I quarter pounds all day long of dirt weed, no problem. You know, but
Couldn't even get rid of those.
dude,
fucking
you
fast enough. Yeah.
hear rumors that somebody has a gram
Of green bud. Yeah, totally.
for $50 fucking dollars. I'm calling you. I'm calling Kenny.
And everybody
I'm going,
else.
hey, dog, you want to chip in on this? Because I don't have $50 at that
Exactly.
time. You
Yeah,
know what I
dude.
mean? Like, it's
Dude,
not like we were rolling.
Just the fact that seriously good marijuana was just referred to as green bud.
there was no
Because
names.
it wasn't brown.
No
you know what I
names.
mean? Like, it wasn't brown and wilted and nasty. It was like, this is green bud,
Yeah.
dude. Like, everyone knows marijuana as, like, greens and purples and fucking blues
colors
and crystals.
crystally and
yeah,
hairy
it looks like a
and
goddamn
stinky
fucking Milky Way. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. Nope.
But it used to just be
Green bud.
green bud, dude.
Green bud
And
or
then it was
dirt weed.
chronic.
Yep.
Oh, dude, fucking, you know, when fucking Dr. Dre came out, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden there was a weed named after it. You know what I mean?
It was in just after high school, I think, and because I came from Washington, and Washington is kind of like one of the focal points of indoor weed growing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're I don't know if it was U of A or UW that did it or not, but they were big in growing for medical reasons and research and all that stuff. So there was always stuff coming out of there. And then my dad and his friends all grew. So when I moved down here, I didn't know what.
Sure.
You know, there wasn't brown weed. There was just whatever they grew, you know. And so I had an idea of what good weed smelled and tasted like, you know. But then everybody else, we just kind of would hear about it, and then you'd chase it, and you'd get it, and you'd be fucking stoked, and you'd be rolling pinners for, you know. And
Rolling
a pinner is a little tiny ass. There's more paper than weed.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
yeah.
but it's you know.
You could stretch a gram into like 10 pinners.
Oh
if you're
man,
really fucking good.
Get stingy with it too.
Totally.
You know, you don't want to tell anybody you got that last hit because you want it first thing in the morning when you wake up and it hits the hardest,
God, it's
man.
fun, man.
Oh, but it was also not fun.
Yeah.
You know, we had one guy that used to live over in El Rio, over in Nyland Acres. and you couldn't just go to his house and pick up a sack and leave. Now, with
Sure.
you also part of the
classic
deal
fucking
is
bud deal.
it's a classic drug dealer thing
Sure.
back in the days. Drug dealers now are pretty wide open with what they're doing.
Sure.
We had to keep it underground, even but even with weed. So you would have to go to his house and you would have to hang out. You couldn't just walk in and walk
'cause
out.
it is a red flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You people
Yeah.
walking in and out of the
All
house
day.
all fucking day. Yeah, totally.
But it was the stonerest room you would ever, like, the walls are dark. The posters were all like Howie's poster, you know, everything, the lava lamp, the tray in the middle of the thing, the dirty bong with the fucking nasty bong water that you couldn't just hope and pray that he offered you a free hit of weed, and then you're just stuck there listening to his fucking stories, man.
Yeah. And you're just the whole time, you're like, please, God, give me.
Oh, come on, man. We got,
Then he busts out some bud that you're like, that's incredible.
And
he's
you
like,
don't,
that's mine.
then you're just stuck because
that's
you
in
got
mine.
way too high to drive,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't miss it at all.
Yeah.
No,
I actually went to shop the other day for a family member that I will not name to pick up something for them. And I haven't been in one in a long time,
God,
dude.
bro.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. I wanted to get some gummies for this said family member.
Yep.
And, lightweight, doesn't need fucking insane shit. And this dude, he's like, oh, yeah, you want some gummies? And I'm like, look, dude, lightweight shit. Like, and he hands me his pack, and I'm like, these are 50 mil each. Like, I'm not,
What the
I'm like,
fuck?
yo,
No,
dude.
no,
I'm like,
no,
yo,
no.
I said fucking lightweight. And he's all, that is light. And I was like, no. Not like I work at a weed shop lightweight. Like, I do this twice a fucking year.
It was 50 milligrams in the bag.
No, it wasn't. These were like pretty high. They were like.
Isn't it illegal to do?
It is. Yeah,
It's illegal to do those high servings anymore.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't 50, but it was like.
Yeah.
What were they? They were tenors. There was 100 mils in the bag. It was tenors. You know what I mean?
That's basic.
I was being dramatic. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot there's rules about shit now.
No, I was seriously curious about if somebody is actually selling 50 milligram
I was
brownies.
like, yo. I was like, no, like 2.5s. You know what I mean? Like, for this person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. I when I do edibles, they're pretty much all of them are 10s.
Yeah.
You can get 5s, but pretty
you
much
get
all
5s
of them are
and
10s.
2.5s,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the 2.5s I haven't seen. I just take all my 5s and I cut them up.
Yeah.
And that's because all the rest of them are just too much, and it doesn't go away. It just sits there with you all day long.
Yeah.
All day. Hey, any dispensaries, if you hear, we'd more than happy to be a sponsor. Yeah, seriously, man.
Yeah.
Bard Brothers, you're out there, you're a new dispensary, your family, hit us up.
There you go. Your family.
That's part of the community that I'm around.
Well, then
Yeah,
hit 'em up.
yeah.
Anyway, I like this rain, dude. It's been really.
It's
It's
so
really,
nice.
really.
Did you see what your brethren did down there on that underneath that bridge?
Yes.
God.
Well, it's been like that for a long time.
I know, but still,
it's fucking bad. I've seen in the past few days 4 different pileups there.
I told my daughter this morning when she was getting ready to go to work to drive down and go out the main street.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, don't.
Use Thompson all the way.
Use
fucking...
Thompson all the way down there and then take that out. I didn't want to drive under that bridge.
I mean, it's such a weird. So there's a low spot in our town on the freeway that's right underneath the California Bridge that even in the summer has water in it. You know what I mean? It's crazy and it pools up like right there. I've seen 4 different pileups. The last 2 days.
I felt my tire on my motorcycle
leave, like
not
lift.
like just a little,
dude.
like you drive through it and you feel that little
foot,
and then my butt goes and the bike goes and it straightens right back up.
Totally.
It is so much fun.
It's bad, dude. I know who the company is that's doing it. I know there are massive design issues with what they were supposed to be doing.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it's engineering issues. They're fucking basically at the water table there, and they're supposed to be rerouting pipe that is under the water table. You know what I mean? It's like it's a fucking mess, dude. They need to honestly raise that whole portion of the freeway 4 feet. You know what I mean?
I think that all engineers should be responsible for their mistakes.
Well,
because they make so many of them.
Yeah.
We have a property out here in Wainimi. We just call it the 34 acres. And they park cars out there. And it is at water level. I mean, the ocean's right there. It is a big estuary right there. It's huge. And so now that it's raining, there's one area that's like almost like a pond. There's ducks out on it and stuff that is supposed to drain out the water, but it doesn't.
Yeah, of course.
So then when it starts raining like this, we have 2 pumps going right now. I could have worked a lot this weekend, just sitting there watching those pumps and putting gas in it because they didn't engineer it correctly.
Huge trash pumps.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Got 2 of them, 2 big ones.
Yeah.
But it was, the whole thing was,
it's crazy.
Was, you know, the when they laid down the base for the cars to park on, they didn't clean the base. So we spent days walking that with magnets and rebar, wires, all
trash shit.
Yeah. And just, again, man, poor management. You're like, this is a parking area.
Well, you can get dirty base. It was probably recycled base from somewhere.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been putting that down.
They paid less for it.
Yeah.
They could have paid fucking
well,
a little bit extra.
They ended up paying for it. That's for sure.
Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, this rain is. We were supposed to have a guest today, and she is from LA, and I hit her up last night. I was like, "Hey, it's gonna be like raining. I'm not sure if you want to drive, so maybe let's reschedule for next week." She's like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, no
but I like it. You like it, you know.
Yeah,
I'm wanting to get back on my motorcycle and ride so bad. I got a new helmet and I got a new comm system for it.
Ooh, you bought it?
Yeah.
Oh
dude,
shit!
It is.
Is it nice,
bro?
Okay.
When I get it. Before I wear it too much more, I'll let you try it on.
Yeah, please.
And then you'll start saving money.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
dude. It is so comfortable.
Yeah,
it's quiet. It's light. It's an LS2X Advent, and you can get them at Cycle Gear. They were great. But when you open the top part where the wind flows through. Novel thing happens. Wind throws through.
No way.
So yeah, the other helmets I've ever had, and I don't buy expensive helmets, but when you open the vent up, you're like, okay, I guess it's open.
Yeah.
This one, you open it up and you feel the air skimming the top of your head.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
opened up the mouth one, and when I was riding, and I actually felt air come into the face hole, and then the thing stopped. It's just a great helmet.
Yeah.
And I want to go ride. It's supposed to stop raining at like 4 or 5, and I might take off and go
Today?
for a putt. Yeah. Oh, I love it. This is the best riding weather when it's not raining.
Sure.
This temperature, the humidity, everything, it is. The bike runs crisp. It feels good. Yeah,
I've been looking about sliding out on shit.
That doesn't, you're good.
Yeah.
I've ridden in solid rain.
Yeah,
man,
well, you're good. I'm not. I'm still nervous about it.
Oh, it's not fun.
Yeah.
You got to be. Me and a brother of mine, Red Rob, who passed away, man, rest in peace, brother. We were at the top deck over in Wainimi, and it was sprinkling. And both of us been riding, we're riders, and we're both like, hey, man, let's take a cruise up to Ojai. So we took a ride up to Ojai, and we're hanging out at the hut or the hub, whichever one is downtown. We're sitting there hanging out drinking, and there's some chicks there, and her and I are yakking. And so Rob's like, hey, man, I'm going to head home. And I'm like, cool, dog, I'll catch you later.
See you tomorrow.
I'm into this.
Yeah.
And so I ended up hanging out for a while, and then took off and went home. But by the time I left that place, it was pouring rain.
Dude.
And it was terrifying. I mean, and all I'm doing is going from Ojai to Wainimi. But man,
that out of Ojai drive is
God.
Dude.
No, and I'm like, okay, I can get off and take side roads, but that's just gonna make it that much longer.
Totally, man.
So as soon as I get on the 101, you tuck behind a big rig, which they hate, but you tuck behind that big rig and you just hope and pray that nobody dropped a ladder off the back of their truck, or it is terrifying, man.
It's wild. But yeah, I love this, dude. We got another bout of rain coming this week too.
Yeah,
it's so weird because this is like the first legit rainstorm I've had in my house, so I'm just like constantly walking around my property, looking for leaks and shit. Yeah, it seems to be doing all right, man. Everything's draining properly, no flooding anywhere. It's like it's nice, dude.
Talked to my son-in-law Ted yesterday, the day before, and said, "Hey, buddy, our next project here at the house is putting up new." Gutters, because our gutters are not
trash.
They're old shitty plastic, and I didn't do a very good job putting them up. And I was watching the drain spout the other day, and it's coming at it's just pouring out of the connection. And I'm like, okay, it's probably stuffed with leaves and shit. So,
for sure.
But yeah, it's and today I think at 3:00 within that hour we're supposed to get like another almost inch of rain.
Yeah, they said like a solid almost inch. Dude,
that's in an hour.
That's wild, Yeah, I don't know.
I just hate that my kids are driving in it.
I know.
I hate it, man.
Yeah. I don't like it. My wife's driving in it either. You know what I mean? It drives you.
No,
it just makes you nervous, dude.
Well, Honey doesn't go very far, and she's driving a Jeep.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I went and drove that Jeep around in the rain the other day.
That's
and
fun, dude.
It does not move at all,
Dude,
man.
we did some puddle splashing yesterday with. Took the dog for a walk and a little break, and I was like, Bronson, you want to go fuck up some puddles? And he's like, yes, dude. And that little shit, and there was no puddle left behind. Dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just it's so much fun fucking playing in the rain when you're a kid, dude.
It is one of my biggest joys in my life with my daughter when she was a kid growing up, and she was like 3 and 4 and 5. As soon as and it rained.
Oh yeah,
I would like go to Ventura College and go hang out in the parking lot, and we would walk the parking lot, and I would go, oh, there's a puddle, and she'd run over there and she'd jump up and down in the puddle, and just having a blast,
it's
man.
So fun, man. Yeah, I remember during El Nino, it was in the 90s. It was that really big one that came. Fucking the streets were literally just flooding, dude. And we spent probably 2 solid days outside just boogie boarding down the street with each other. Yeah. I mean, mud football.
Mud fucking?
You know what I mean? Mud
doing
fucking.
Some mud
yeah,
fucking?
Someone's butt got touched for sure. But it was like, it's just so much fucking fun, dude. Like, just being a little dirt bag, like out in the outside in the rain, dude. Come back, skateboard, fucking we'd skate. We had skate. I always had a rain deck, is what we called them, like a rain deck, skateboard that was made to go in the rain, just a trash. We'd fucking go skate in the rain. I mean, it was just the best fucking time ever, dude. Yeah.
That was us when we were kids up in Washington. It was between September and June.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Yeah, so, but like on a good Saturday when it's the right rain and everybody meets at the park and we play baseball or football or build the ramps or whatever. But we were all the same kids if it was summertime or wintertime. Nobody stayed home. Yeah. Nobody had a rain jacket. You just got shitty, wet, and cold and miserable and had the best time with your friends.
Anymore. Yep. Until the frostbite started to set in. Come home.
It's when you're kids, that shit didn't happen. I didn't get cold until I was probably in my 40s. I didn't wear a jacket. I didn't cold. I rode in a T-shirt all year long.
Really?
Never had but like when I hit my 40s, it definitely changed, man. Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man. Dude, so there's some shit going on. We got to talk about it. Where should we start first? Mexico?
Let's go with Mexico. Let's go Mexico first because I am so proud of them.
This, Kenny? By the way, hold on. Before we get into this, Kenny, what the fuck was going on today? Can you talk about it? We all thought you were getting arrested.
I decline.
You decline?
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right. Declining. No problem. All right. But you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
If you're not good and they're going to show up here, please let us know ahead of time.
We can get rid of all of our paraphernalia.
Yeah. I can just not be here.
The judge is guilty of dereliction of duty.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, we'll continue that off the mic then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mexico, I mean, if you guys haven't seen what's going on in Mexico right now, it is not on any news source whatsoever.
No.
I haven't even mentioned it. Mexico, the kids of Mexico City are fucking revolting.
Tired of it.
Tired of this shit. They are literally protesting over the cartels running the country.
Yep.
And they are fucking done. And they're ripping the fucking place apart, dude.
Yep.
It is the fourth. Look, you can shit on all the younger generations all you want, but Gen fucking Z this is the fourth fucking basic government overthrow from Gen Z. You know what I mean?
And this is because the last one was not. God, who was the last one? Was in the
Thailand or
it was something, and they lost their minds and went nuts too.
Well, and
it's all kind of the same shit. And now here they found out the president is being controlled by the cartel, which no surprise in there whatsoever at all.
She was the one of 35 that didn't get assassinated.
Yeah. Totally. So you just at a certain point, and they don't know. Nobody wants us to see this stuff. No. Nobody wants the generation of kids to see this stuff and go, "Oh, wait a minute, this is how we can enact change." Is if we just all lose our minds, and it's not. The Proud Boys or Antifa or whoever it is, it's everybody gets together and goes, okay, let's burn this down and start over again and let's see what happens. Yeah. Because it is the whole, all the systems everywhere seem to be just out of fucking line, man.
It's crazy, yeah.
I would like to talk to somebody from Ireland or somebody that actually knows, because we see all this stuff like with Germany and Ireland and England, and you see the little snippets of the guys that like the the dudes that are harassing some girl
Oh, sure.
that aren't
yeah.
from there,
Sure.
that are, and if you watch it, man, they're very blatantly don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And so you start to see I want to know how much of that's actually like real, or if
Yeah.
it's just the snippets that they're trying to,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as the Mexico City shit, it's based off the fact that the country is fucking done being run by cartels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or at least in Mexico City and parts of Mexico, it's happening all over the fucking place. And
I
you
mean,
know what I mean? And
you
it's
can't.
it's just so wild. It's not one fucking news report, not nothing. Obviously, American news has a lot to fucking talk about right now. So
Yeah.
they're all over it. But it's fucking. They're literally fucking. I mean, they're revolting down there. It's crazy, and it's awesome.
Mexico City is 100% one of the places that I want to go visit and go check out and go,
Oh yeah, that'd be incredible.
But I still have I'm terrified to go there. Mm-hmm. I'd go to Chicago, I would go to New York, I'd go to Baltimore, I go to these other places and not really think about it, I guess.
Right.
I'd think about where exactly it was I was going, but like going to Mexico City to me is very intimidating because of the cartel stuff. It's going to anywhere.
I mean, Mexico City is so fucking huge. I mean, what is the population there, dude? It's got to be massive, dude. I don't know. Let me see. Population in Mexico City.
Mexico City's very much like LA.
22.8 million, so it's basically LA.
Yeah.
LA can't,
Yeah.
The greater Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's a fucking huge area.
It is.
You know what I mean? And some of the best food
But
ever. But
even-
it's crazy
even-
to see that, like, this generation of kids is
Just going,
fucking
we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I heard this really fascinating, because I've been thinking a lot about this. My kids are in this fucking whole realm right now as well. You know what I mean? And just, you always hear the older generations talking shit about the newer generations. I was listening to this military dude. He's a drill instructor. And someone asked him, he said, what, with all of the, like, the generation kids that are the newer generation kids coming in, like, what do you see, like, as far as their mentality and shit like that? And he said, to be completely honest, the Gen Z kids that are coming in are fucking savages.
Yeah.
He said, really, there's certain things that are happening, which is weird. The ones that are there are fucking dedicated and they're there to do their job. They're showing up to do their job. But they will not put up with tyranny. They will not fucking put up with, they have a healthy disdain for authority. And not that they won't do the fucking job, but they're not going to be bullied and pushed around either. And it's kind of fascinating. Like this generation is doing shit, even like during boot camp training and shit that like goes against the norm of what everyone else did is just take the shit.
Yeah.
This generation is like, fuck no, we're not doing it. We're going to do what you ask, but we're not going to be fucking treated like fucking maniacs while we're doing it. It was a really weird, like, he's like, I fucking respect it. Like it was maybe a Sean Ryan clip or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was really crazy. He's like, this new generation, they are dedicated. They're skilled. They want to be there, but they're not going to stand up for like, they're not going to
bullied and getting yelled at,
fucking bullied about it. Getting yelled at and screamed at and shit.
Yeah.
But they perform incredibly. You know what I mean? And it's like it gives you a little hope. You know what I mean? Because you go through that whole thing where it's like, yes, I'm a millennial on the end of Gen X. Millennials get a bad rap for sure, and some of them should because they've created helicopter parenting and all kinds of shit. The generation after them, I think, what is it?
I tapped out.
It's like Gen Y and then Gen Z and then now it's like Gen Alpha or something, I guess.
I barely figured out that I was Gen X when we started this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But, you see that, like, that weird generation, that old saying, like, hard times create hard men, which creates easy times, which create easy men. Yeah. We're going back into the fucking hard times again. You know what I mean?
It's not, it's not getting easier.
No,
I mean, they just... they haven't been giving SNAP benefits or any federal, stuff now for a month and a half, and then they just recently released it.
Right.
But with the release and that new big beautiful bill,
right.
Part of the new big beautiful bill is making qualifications to get SNAP benefits
right.
and to get that help and to get that stuff going is going to be more stringent.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's going to be a lot more people that are not eating.
Right.
And if you don't think that that's going to cause some problems for these people, you're
Mm-hmm.
out of your fucking mind. Once they start realizing, like, wait a minute, and I know
The government
you know,
teats
our
dried up,
our there's a shitload of people, and there's a bunch of people that are listening to this that are going to go, well, they need to get out there and work and make the money and do the thing and yada yada yada. But like, it's not like there's getting to be more jobs. They just keep getting rid of, like, what is UPS or not post? They just laid off a bunch of people.
Well, Amazon laid off like 30,000 people for AI or 50,000
Bingo.
or something like that.
And that's only going to get more and more and more. Once anytime any of those guys can figure out a way to not pay people,
right?
Just I can spend $1 million to buy this, and I don't have all the HR nightmares, and don't have to pay benefits to it or anything like that. I just hire somebody
workers' comp.
All the stuff, the whole thing with the truck drivers and them coming with autonomous trucks, man. Once that happens, that's a big.
It's over,
yeah.
And then, like, if you go to the generational thing, it's like the generationally, the Gen Z and like Gen fucking these last couple generations of kids, it's the bleakest, most hopeless generation. I mean, it took me till I was 43 years old to buy a house. You know what I mean? These kids, and that was something I never thought I'd be able to do. I got lucky enough to land a job that I built a career, you know what I mean? But these kids are coming out of high school knowing that college doesn't work, knowing that anything that they fucking do in life is going to be a menial job unless they become a world famous TikToker or YouTuber or video game fucking champion. You know what I mean? What other fucking job and career is there?
Yeah.
Right? And then now they see a government that is completely corrupt because now you can't hide the corruption like you used to. And I just think it's so fucking cool that this generation is like, first of all, what are we going to lose if we fucking lose? We already have nothing. Like, this government, I know I'm old enough to know that the government has never really provided fucking help for people. It's a Band-Aid on a fucking, on a gunshot wound, essentially. You know what I mean? But these kids, they know from a very early age that this place is fucked. Especially with the AI, the lack of jobs, the fact that college costs fucking more than a house most of the time, and you get out and you have nothing to show for it. And then you find out that your fucking government is completely fucking corrupt and fucked up, and they're starting to be like, what the fuck do we have to lose to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, why would we not, right? Like, I had a little bit of hope in my generation that I think we're the last generation of, like, if you work hard and you go to college, you can get something, you know what I mean? And that's how I lived my life a little bit. But these kids, like my kids, they have zero fucking idea what they're going to do. Every job they get interested in, they find out that AI is going to take it over. Every fucking job.
Not network security. That cannot be taken over.
Oh,
by
that's
AI.
a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, in my world, the trades, it's going to be a long, long time before that shit gets taken over, for sure.
Well, there's like the plumbing,
shit,
electrical, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
it's
going to be a long time.
Yeah, and even if it does happen, there's still going to have to be somebody that monitors what's going on.
For sure, yeah.
But like I got one of my nephews is in the Marines right now, and he's about to graduate or go from that, and he's already set up as a lineman.
Yeah.
So Sam is one of these. Hopefully, we'll get him in here and talk with him because he's one of those kids that has made it, man, and earned it, and it's just fucking awesome. But you're not gonna get rid of that job.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's set now for life. Like,
robots are made of metal, dude. You can't be touching electrical shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Which will probably be our next weapons that we're gonna have to
put
need
a
when they go
Faraday
against
cage around
us.
them, I guess. I don't know what do. You know what I mean? Yeah, like my job, shit like that. My union's smart, and they've built all of this new technology into the language of the contract.
Yeah.
So, like, we're covering our ass.
Yep.
Because there will be a day where you're going to run a machine from a fucking monitor, for sure. You're not even going to be on a job. You know what I mean? At best, you're going to be running a machine from a fucking computer in an office
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the most.
Or from your work truck, or
from your work
van,
truck or whatever.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a thing. But the job's not going to go away. But for all the other kids that have been told to go to college and fucking do this, and you find out literally everything my kids have brought to me that they're interested in, they're like, yeah, I'm not the one spoiling it, but they're like, yeah, you know, I wanted to maybe do this or this, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, dude, but fucking AI is going to eliminate that job immediately. As soon as it comes on and is really going, it's going to happen, you know.
Yep.
And now these kids have literally nothing to look forward to. I mean, they don't even have the promise of a fucking job when they get out of college. So why not fucking cause a revolution, dude?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? I'm so excited for it.
Which is time. It's just a matter of time. You know, I mean, the more that you see this stuff and the more that you see that, you know, the different, like Nancy Pelosi's husband's record on trading stocks and the fact that all of these people, Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter.
Right.
Everything that you think matters is just a smoke screen to keep you from giving or having knowledge of what actually they're doing to us constantly.
Right.
You know, but these kids are getting more and more of that, and they're starting to go, wait a minute. Why is it that all of a sudden there's this massive propaganda thing that's showing us this? But what about this stuff that we see that's going on?
Totally.
You know, we know it's going on. We see it happening. We know it's there because we have access to it.
Yeah.
But you guys are acting like this is the problem.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. You know?
It's time for a fucking revolution in this country, especially with what's happening with Trump and the Epstein files and the fact that what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
What's her name?
It's close enough.
Something in there.
Yeah.
She's like recently become a voice of reason. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen the clips of her on like, she went on The View recently, who normally I couldn't stand to hear that bitch talk, like, period.
Dude,
she's the most ridiculous human I've ever fucking
watch clips of The View.
Dude, they asked her on The View, and she has completely, like, changed. Like, and she admitted it on, like, she's like,
they call that the Tucker Carlson now.
Is that what they is it now? Dude, yeah.
I don't know. I'm making it up right now as we talk, but that's the Tucker Carlson.
She went on The View, and, like, they were trying to grill her about all the past shit she said, and she said, listen, I got involved, I got wrapped up in the fucking social media belief of all this crazy shit. She's all, and now that I've been in this shit for a while, I see how truly fucking disgusting and corrupt it is, and I realize that I have made major errors. Like, she went on and, like, not an apology. I mean, she apologized for some of the shit, you know, the harm she's done for people, but she literally is like, she just claimed she's gonna read the Epstein list in the fucking House, because they have in Congress.
Well, I hope she's
they
got
have there's a law that says you cannot be. Basically, it's a free space for speech. Period. You cannot be punished or arrested for anything said there, and that's the only place she could legally read it. And she can read it and get away with it.
She needs to get one of those long flight little tiny drones, and everywhere she goes, just throw it up in the air and have it follow her around, so that when they offer, it's on camera.
Dude. And Trump fucking hates her now. You know what I mean? But it's just so that party is completely ripping itself apart. I mean, if this
every party though is
with the dump,
you know what I mean?
With the Epstein dump that just happened the other day. It's crazy, dude. I mean, I've been there. Becca Porter, shout out to Becca. Right, the baker. Yeah. Yeah, she posted this thing that they made a searchable database for all the Epstein files, and I've been on there the last couple of days, like, just searching shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's not good, dude. And the fucking, you know, now there's rumors that Trump was out there sucking Bill Clinton's dick, which is just my favorite.
Beautiful Bill.
It's my favorite fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. It's just my favorite thing. You know, this shit, finally, thank God, I think this Epstein shit's gonna come out and heads are gonna start fucking rolling, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I can't fucking wait.
Earlier we were talking about my cannabis consumption and how sometimes it makes you think wild shit that you just can't believe, right? Right? Yes. If you think that anything's going to come of these Epstein files being released, you're crazy.
I'm hopeful.
It is right now. It is everybody's going,
yeah.
We're gonna 6 months from now it'll be something else, and everybody will be like, okay.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, half the party itself is fucking turning on Trump right now, dude.
But the Democrats had a figurehead up there that they called president that was completely checked out for a good portion of his term. And everybody was just like...
Well, and also Bill Clinton was one of the biggest violators of fucking women in history ever. You know what I mean? He's been on the fucking island a million times. He's been in the plane a million times.
But all of them have. That's why it's not just, it's everybody is involved in this.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is...
Honey pot reveal.
Yeah. I think this...
But it's not going to fucking matter in the end. It doesn't matter what you call it or what you say or what you do. In the end, it's not going to matter.
It could fucking matter.
It's not going to.
When you find out that everyone on both sides is fucking guilty, that is the excuse that this fucking, our generation needs to fucking say, fuck all of you guys. Fuck everybody. You know what I mean?
I would really like to see that.
You know what I mean? Start over.
The majority of the favoritism is going to be install a new distraction, or the other path is the revolution.
Let's go with
revolution.
revolution.
It's only favored a more of a distraction. It's never going to be addressed because matters of national security.
The distraction has been there since the beginning of the Americas. There's always a distraction there. There's always something. They always come up with something, and it hasn't changed at all. The Democrats are let's let them all in. The Republicans are no, send them all back.
Sure.
That was the Irish don't need to be here. They're mud people. They're yuck. Do not let them in. Mm-hmm. No Irish need apply.
Right.
Keep that going.
Yeah.
You know, the Italians, the blacks, the everything and everywhere throughout history, they've always done the exact same game plan.
Yeah, but now we're aware of it all the time.
We've been, who hasn't? I mean, okay, hold on.
Dude, a lot of people are not aware
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you, no, because
a huge majority of people are not aware
No,
of it.
because we still have people around us and have friends around us that are so hardcore anti-MAGA, Democrat, like whatever that is, that they can't. Although I'll tell you right now, man, I've got some friends that are like really good friends that I love dearly, man, that are hardcore MAGA people. Mm-hmm. And we talk now, and we talk about stuff, and they're all, and this isn't just since he got elected, but it's been a while of them going like, it's all garbage.
It's empty promises. I mean, it's all empty promises.
Yeah.
But the thing is like now we know what a psyop looks like. We know what a psyop completely is. Mm-hmm. COVID, fucking, all the other things that we've gone through. Yeah, I mean, there's a million you could list. You know what I mean? COVID's the biggest one coming through. Not that it wasn't real, but it was a fucking active thing to silence medication that helps people, to press this shit out, I mean, these vaccines and all this shit. That is fucking true. I mean, we the American public, not all of them, but a lot of us know what it is, right? And we have to understand what a psyop looks like in order to fucking, then when you start to see the news now, you view everything as fuck. Okay, now no one can trust the news, one side or the other most of the time. And then with this Epstein shit, if it does come out and names do start coming out, and if there is not a fucking recourse for action for punishing these fucking people that are probably the most disgusting humans on planet Earth, that can be and should be the catalyst for fucking revolution in this country.
Well said.
It absolutely should be.
Yeah.
We should be up there fucking, I'm not going to say violence, but we should be up there fucking voicing our opinions, throwing every single person who had anything to do with it out.
You mentioned if the names are released. That part's been done. The names have been revealed.
Not all of them.
Recourse has not been taken.
We know a handful of people for sure, right? Now, but we don't know all of them. You know what I mean? Like, we need to know all of them, and something needs to happen. You know what I mean? And it's
so to me,
this is working towards hopefully what I'm.
Here's how this is my perspective on the Epstein shit, and I know that this is just me, and people can look at it however they want. I want whoever was involved to be taken, like action to be taken care of. To if they were doing dirty shit that they shouldn't have been doing that was illegal, take action. Do that for sure, 100%. Take action,
Sure.
but. On a list of top 10 things that our government's doing right now that should be causing revolution, the Epstein list and its release is at the bottom.
Not for me.
If even on the list at all. I mean, it's not,
Yeah.
I mean,
For me,
but hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me, so there is so many other things that's going on that they're not taking responsibility for, that they are distracting us with the Epstein files.
Sure.
There is so many things where Big Pharma's doing shit that they just are doing to us, and somebody tries to do something against them. Let's go with Kennedy, tries to do something against them. So they just have nonstop had a propaganda campaign against that guy.
Sure.
It's nonstop.
Sure.
Insurance. what's going to happen with our insurance premiums? Right. What's going to happen with our insurance period? Like, I have one of Honey's friends, Easton, we're doing a fundraiser for her. If you want, anyways, she has breast cancer. She went, had the surgeries, had the stuff. They removed all the stuff they needed. She was off work on disability, went back to work for a little bit, did the rethink, and another aggressive cancer is back. She's in her 20s, maybe 30s, but she's pretty young. Lost her job and now doesn't have insurance and now has to figure out how to do all of this shit. Yeah. That's the stuff that should be causing the revolution.
You're right.
And stuff.
You're not wrong,
you know what I mean? But that distraction is the Epstein files. The distraction is the Epstein files. The distraction is the Epstein files. The best movie you want to watch that is the epitome of what's fucked up about all this stuff is Bullsworth. If you haven't watched it, man, it is incredible. You know, to watch that and to see how everything plays out and how he, you know, I might watch that today. How it all plays out, it is wild. You know, he goes through, he does all this stuff, and then in the end, what you would think happens, and they show all this. There are so many other different things that I think that should be causing this stuff that people don't talk about it because the main distraction is the Epstein files. And let's just keep that going. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know?
But here's you're right. There's a million things that we should be uprooting this government over. But for me, why the Epstein files are important is because the one thing that every single fucking American can agree on is that pedophilia is disgusting and abhorrent. Right? So if we know for a fact that major players in our government and the people that fucking decide and make decisions in this fucking world for us are all fucking pedophiles, that is something that both sides can get behind to fucking spark revolution. Yeah. That you need a major catalyst. And yes, I mean, insurance, all the things. I mean, there's a million reasons we should throw every one of these motherfuckers out of office, for sure. But that is the one. That's why I think it's the most important to get out. Because it will prove that all of these motherfuckers are disgusting humans. And they need to be fucking punished and thrown out. At least fucking thrown out of government completely. Yeah. And that is
so
something.
You think that everybody that did this was a pedophile?
Obviously not. I mean, there's so many people that were in his hemisphere that probably were like, you know, whatever. But the ones that fucking are absolutely violators, and the victims know who they are, the fucking, you know, there are fucking people who know who they are. Yeah. For sure. Probably our president being one of them. If we find that out, and that is not a catalyst to fucking tear this place apart to get rid of these people, then there will never be another fucking revolution ever again in this country. That's it. Like, because that is the one fucking thing that you ask 100 people, 100 of them are going to say pedophiles are disgusting, and most of people believe they should be murdered. You know what I mean? That's why it's important for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's crazy too, because it's so, and it may be a distraction to distract from the other things, but I don't want people to let up on it, and I haven't wanted people to let up on it the whole time. Yeah. Because it is the most disgusting thing you can do. You know what I mean? And it is the people that built this fucking world that we live in that are doing it and getting away with it. And if we want a change in this world, that has to start with that. Yeah. It has to. Like, it has to. It has to start with the grossest thing possible we are not going to stand for. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, do we not all agree that pedophiles should be fucking murdered? Everyone agrees? Yeah. Cool. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
I want to. I got to see how. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know, man. I want to know, and I don't actually want to know, but like, what was that age bracket?
What does it matter?
Well, no. It matters because if they're 18 and above,
they weren't. They were consistently young. You know what I mean? High school age.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's consistently young. I mean, even reading the Epstein book, when I read that, the through theme here is that this dude wanted young women
I know that
to come in and massage. Yeah, but it's
you know
everywhere.
What I mean?
They were at his island. They were with him. They traveled on planes. They were sourced from all over the world through Les Wexler and fucking every other gross piece of shit. I mean, it's the consistent theme is he likes them young. Yeah. what is? I
but
mean,
that's we're talking
you know
about.
what I mean?
But that is, and this is me more just steel manning shit.
Sure,
let's get that out the way first. But it goes back to like, okay, Epstein. This was his thing, obviously, and that well known that was his thing. Yeah. But was that also Bill Gates' thing?
Fuck yeah, I'm sure.
But how? Well, okay, see, but that's where that's where you and I will have a difference,
right?
Because until there's paperwork saying, no, right here, here's the proof that he was into underage women or boys or whatever.
Sure.
Here's the proof right here.
Sure.
It's speculation. Yeah. It's a bunch of people that are really, really wealthy that were able to go someplace and enjoy themselves.
Okay.
And come back. That's what when we talk about all this stuff, I still want to see the paperwork where there's actual.
Is known for only one exclusive activity taking place.
Right.
Yeah,
Hedonism.
Grown men having places to go and.
But I mean, the thing, even when you read the book, every victim, even when he previously pled guilty to fucking child molestation in like 2006, right?
But we're talking about the dead guy, right?
We're talking about Epstein.
We're talking about the guy that hung himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
yeah, but the guy that's definitely not out there right
now.
now.
The whole thing about this this is what I keep you keep reiterating the same exact thing,
right?
Which has nothing with what I'm saying. What you keep saying is Epstein this. Yes, Epstein was a pedophile.
Sure,
yes, Epstein was grooming people. Yes, Ghislaine, Flick and Face, whatever.
Yeah.
She should never get out of prison because she was grooming these girls to bring to him.
Yeah.
That's him. Mm-hmm. The other people on this list and stuff, that's not necessarily them.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Alan Dershowitz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield. No. Are we just throwing names out?
Okay,
or?
so he is also on the list and was implicated by the rest in peace, Jeffrey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, there are, when you say that you would like to see Bill Gates' name on a piece of paper for an implication, there are court papers that don't have necessarily, the victims haven't necessarily identified Bill Gates, but other than Epstein, Alan Dershowitz is one of them, and he
Prince Andrew, one of them.
I get all that, but the whole thing is
one of them for sure. You know what I mean? But what you're saying is,
I'm not talking. The names on the list,
I get it. Yeah,
are different people.
Got it. Yes.
I don't like cats.
You're saying we're there fucking.
You like cats. I don't.
Yeah.
But we're on the same list because we like pets.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And again, it's just that my whole thing with this is really honestly is the distraction of it, because there is so much more going on that's way more detrimental and needs to be taken care of and handled that's affecting us now. I do understand that we need to get these fucking people to be held responsible for their actions, no matter when it was. They need to be held responsible for their actions. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, there's everything else that's going on that is getting completely ignored or manipulated so that you don't know what's going on. The shit that they did during COVID, Kamala, fucking Fauci, Biden, all of those people, Newsom, all of them should be prosecuted for what they did. Mm-hmm. They were trying to do something, I get, but at a certain point in time, then they knew at that point in time that it's over with. That's not real. It's not true. But they affected millions of people's lives.
Sure. Still,
the Epstein shit affected some women that need to be compensated and taken care of and need retribution. Mm-hmm. Not saying that at all, that they shouldn't get all that.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is we need to start holding them accountable for all the other stuff that they're doing that is affecting us and have affected us. My wife passed away without me because of this shit.
Right.
I could not go be with her because they said you can't go into a hospital with your significant other or your parent or your child or whoever is sick because you guys decided to do this. Then once that happened, you didn't change the rules because big pharma, big insurance made so much money that we're just going to keep this rolling as long as we possibly can. That's the shit that's got to stop. Sure. That's the shit to me that there should be a revolution over. And I get the Epstein shit, but again, to me, it is a giant fucking distraction to what the actual problem is.
Yeah. No, you're not. Yeah. I mean, you have such a personal element for that. You know what I mean, too? That's like,
well, it's not,
and whatever. You know, I can't. You know, you can't argue that point at all. You know
I will never, ever, ever, ever in my life will I ever let it go. Will I ever let it forget that while Newsom is telling everybody, you can't go to the beach, you can't go to the store, you have to wear a mask, you can't do this, you can't go be with your family during this crisis. He's at a restaurant hanging out with his friends and family with no mask on, and they're just all kicking it at the French fucking Laundry.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? 100%. The French Laundry is one of the most famous restaurants in the world. It is insane. That one didn't get closed down, but all these mom and pop places that did get closed down and were never able to recoup and have never, you know, like all of that stuff is, to me, is what the justification for the revolution should be.
It's a very valid point, dude.
You know?
Really, really fucking valid. I mean, you're right. But it's all one in the, you know, not one in the same, but it is. For me, it's just one of the. There's a million fucking reasons to do it. You know what I mean?
Understand and agree with you on what you're saying as far as the Epstein files.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, to me, it's still just a cover.
Distraction. Yeah.
It is just a distraction.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that and I keep going back to big pharma insurance because that's just on the tip of my tongue.
Of course.
But there's a bunch of different entities out there that are ruining and don't give a shit about this place. And they're just doing it for profit. And everybody's just ignoring it because the people that are doing it are manipulating the media into doing whatever it is they want.
Yeah.
Luckily, we now have, which they keep trying to, you know, I mean, the Democrats, for you guys that don't know or don't remember, Kamala standing up there going, hey, you know, maybe free speech isn't all should be. Maybe we should start limiting what you can say on YouTube and which they did during the pandemic. You know, hey, let's take this away. They're doing that because that gives them just that much more control to keep us in the dark about what they're actually doing to us.
100%, dude.
And that's really what frustrates me about the whole Epstein. Anybody that's involved with that, there should be, which obviously is not going to be a part of the equation, is there should be a specific group of people that are specialists in that type of stuff that should be combing it and going, okay, this guy is obviously a pedophile. This guy is obviously a pedophile. This guy was a nerd that flew out to this island because he wanted to go hang out with beautiful women.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that some people are going to get drugged, you know, through the fucking, you know, over.
I think a lot of people are going to get drugged through it. You're probably right.
I mean, it's probably a small handful of people that were truly, truly disgusting.
Yeah.
But that is also, I mean, if you were to show up at Epstein's house and you realize that it looks like 14-year-olds are giving a massage while he's naked, and you choose to still hang out with the motherfucker,
yeah, dude.
Fuck you too. Then. You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
fuck you too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the whole people that, you know, Diddy's been cleared of a lot of shit, but everybody that, like, there was people that knew, like, oh yeah, well, no, I went to Diddy parties. Hell yeah, I went to Diddy parties.
But I didn't go to the third floor.
I did at 10 o'clock at night. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I ain't hanging out.
And obviously there has to be some of that, but the people that are fucking guilty need to be prosecuted. And it is the perfect reason for revolution in this place.
Yeah.
You know? Which actually I watched. Have you seen Death by Lightning yet on Netflix? It is incredible. It's about Garfield. It's Nick Offerman, the guy from Parks and Rec. You know Ron Swanson.
Yeah,
he's in it.
I'm reading the book.
It's so good.
I'm not reading the book, but I'm reading a book that is on the life of Garfield.
It is.
Oh my God, bro!
Honestly, it's such a good fucking watch.
Yeah.
It's like 6 episodes. It's a limited series. It's about Garfield. You know, was basically involuntarily elected to president.
100%.
It was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so
100%. When you watch that now and you think about what we're going, it highlights just the nastiness.
Do you remember who it was
politics.
that he was trying to back up? I can't remember right now because
I can't remember.
I got the book in my truck.
It's great,
so
dude.
Essentially, Garfield was trying to back up another guy and nominate him to be the president, and
he gave a speech at the Republican National Convention for him,
and did everything he could to get the guy nominated, and everybody went, nope, we want you. And he really didn't want to do it. He was such a good person in what he was trying to do that he just like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah,
you know,
and he was in office for 3-4 months or something.
Yeah.
And got assassinated by some fucking
Psycho.
weirdo named Gateau.
Yeah, which
what I mean? Yeah.
that dude, he.
No, this was Well, maybe it wasn't.
Everything's a psyop, Kenny. We know that. We understand what you're saying. But it was really, truly a whack job. It was a guy.
He was schizophrenic.
Oh, my God. And in reading the book, it's like a chapter about Garfield and a chapter about that guy.
Gateau, yeah.
Yeah. And the chapters about that guy, you just follow him just continually on this downslide into psychosis.
Totally, dude, yeah.
To where
the show does a really good job of it, too.
He was ordained by God to go kill Garfield.
Yeah.
You know.
He thought it was the only way for him to be... to get fame, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was already trying to write books and shit, but just to watch Garfield, like to watch a man go in and not want to be it and be elected it, you know what I mean, was like so cool to see. And then to see that he was a super progressive, you know, really wanted to continue off of what fucking Lincoln did, essentially. You know what I mean? As far as like, I mean, and he's a Republican, abolish slavery and really do things for fucking black people. I mean, he had the Douglas, Frederickson and all kinds of guys on his side and shit. Up. And but then to see him get in office and even his own vice president was trying to fucking screw him.
Yep.
I mean, even his vice president was writing articles on him.
His vice president was forced on him,
right,
by a guy that was trying to continually. He didn't want to be the politician, but he wanted to control the politicians.
Right. He was
go back through history. We're in the same place now.
In charge of the New York City harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they were trying to fuck him, and the fucking Garfield, the dude tried to quit on him like 5 times. This is according to the show. I don't know how true the history is, but Garfield was like, "No, I don't accept your resignation.
Yeah.
You are a good man, and you're gonna be a good man." And fucking wouldn't let him quit. And when he fucking got murdered, that dude, I can't remember what his name is, but he went on to do like some pretty epic shit. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just it highlights so beautifully in 1886 how disgusting politics was already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a great fucking watch, dude.
I mean, you go back to the Kings of New York.
Gangs of New York.
Amazing movie, by the way. The Kings of New York is one of my favorite gangster movies.
Oh shit!
It's with Christopher Walken.
Okay.
And man, it is such a good fucking movie. If you haven't seen it, go home and watch it.
It's been a long time.
It is so good. When Christopher Walken first gets out of prison. Never mind. Anyways.
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
If you go back to the original start of it, it's exactly the same thing.
Same shit.
It's all the same shit.
It's so wild, man. Yeah, it's wild.
So the reason that did they convey the reason how Garfield and why Garfield ended up dying?
Did
they touch base on that at all?
Oh yeah, because of the surgeon.
Well, because there was the guy that actually ended up being the one that made it like, hey, you have to wash your hands, sterilize your all of that. Mm-hmm. That guy was around at that time, and they were like, you're a joke, dude. That has nothing to do with it. And then the guy that ended up killing him was the doctor that showed up, and immediately they're in like a shit barn, and he just immediately starts digging his hands around in his body, and he just ended up getting an infection.
That beautifully.
Okay,
in that
good.
Show. It's such a good watch, dude. I mean, I know what you're gonna do today. Get yourself as high as you possibly can and put that on,
I think I'm going to watch The Kings of New York.
Dude, no, seriously, watch Garfield. It is fucking great.
I'm reading the book. Yeah. I'm like in the middle of it. One of the things that I got out of it, and I don't know if this was in the movie, one of the things I've got out of that book that I'm reading is through that little throughway, that little period of time, how much crazy shit happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how, like... all these different machines that got invented, all of these different things, the
Industrial Revolution,
everything, totally. And you're like he's talking about and this, and then and this, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
this all happened at the same time. Yeah. I mean, as I was reading the book last time we were camping, I couldn't stop going like, can you they were doing this, this, and this, all in this like 20-year period that affected the world to this day still.
Right.
You know, just incredible, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're reading the book, read the book, but watch the show after. It's such a good watch, dude.
I will.
I binge watched it in like a day. I think. I just had it on, dude. Like I couldn't stop fucking watching it.
The one that if I ever get around to actually sitting there and binge watching anything will be Primeval.
You haven't seen that yet?
No.
God damn it, dude. You're so behind. Primeval
man,
is fucking incredible, man.
The last series that I almost got through, and I didn't even get through that, was Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
And that was really.
stopping there.
I was good up until like this. Like I watched almost the whole thing until right before, like 3 episodes before the finale, and I was like, fuck all that.
Yeah. Well, just getting close to it. Another book recommendation I'll throw one out is I just finished that Ingram, Louis C.K.'s book. Just came out.
Oh, dude!
Holy fuck! Dude.
Okay, hold. Pause. We'll come back on this.
Yeah,
We should do it. We'll do a book review on it.
But Ingram
we can
is,
do that
and it's a
anytime.
fictional book about a kid. I'll give you the synopsis. A kid like 9 years old, basically grew up, was never allowed to sleep in the house, slept in the barn with the kids. His parents were just fucking shitheads.
Yeah, let me.
He basically
I'll read
gets
the book.
sent out on the road on his own at 9 years old and has to
yeah.
figure it the fuck out, like in the 30s.
Do you have to buy it from?
Yeah, you got to buy
Lewis?
it from Audible.
Okay.
No, from Audible you can buy it. But it is just a fascinating, sad, gut-wrenching, fucking beautiful tale of survival, dude. It's very Huck Finn-ish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
One of my favorite
It
books
has some
ever.
funny parts, you know what I mean? But it's just fucking great, dude. So if you're looking for something to distract you from the distractions of the distraction for the distraction, and whatever psyop they're running this week, check out Ingram, dude. It's incredible.
Yep. I'm gonna order. Actually, I'll go buy Barnes and Noble and pick it up.
There you go.
I'm gonna actually read that one.
It's probably out, I'm sure. It came out
it's
a week
out.
ago.
It just
came
shows that it's at sale at Barnes and Nobles, so I'll go buy that.
It's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. It made me cry like 4 fucking times, dude. It's just crazy. Man.
Don't just shut up. And then because you keep talking, you're gonna talk me out of reading it.
Yeah,
It doesn't take much. All you gotta do is say it's emotional, and I'm like, I'm good. There's only a couple of emotions I want to feel.
Keep your emotions high, guys. Let's start a fucking revolution. All right.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you guys, man.
Bye.
Peace.